Have you ever heard of a forest that doesn't exist on any map? A place the locals whisper about. A place where the trees themselves seem to move and the paths twist into knots. They call it the Black Forest, and they say if you're still inside when the sun goes down, you won't be coming back out. At least, not as yourself. This is the story of Liam, a nature vlogger, who thought legends were just that, stories. He was all about chasing views. So when a follower dared him to spend one night in the mythical forest, he couldn't resist. He packed his camera, laughed off the warnings, and walked right in. He really should have just stayed home. He crossed the tree line just as the sun began to set. Immediately, the air felt heavy, oppressive. All the normal sounds of a forest, the birds, the insects were gone. Just an unnerving silence. He pulled out his camera and joked, "Guess the ghosts are feeling a little shy today." He wouldn't be joking for long. A couple of hours passed, the sun disappeared, and a deep, inky darkness fell. Liam pulled out his compass, but the needle was just spinning wildly, completely useless. He checked his phones. GPS a blank white screen. He started to feel a prickle of unease. He looked up and swore the trees were closer together than they were a minute ago. That's when he saw them, carvings on the bark of a massive, ancient tree. They were names. Dozens of them, some etched deep into the wood, others looking like they were scratched in a hurry, and next to every single name was a date. His blood ran cold as he realized they all shared the same final day. October 12th, he checked his watch. Today was October 12th. A low, rumbling sound started, so deep he could feel it in his chest, a faint, distant heartbeat. "Is anyone here?" It gutted out, his voice trembling. And something answered. It wasn't an echo. The voice came from right behind him. It was a chilling whisper. "Leave before it's dark." Here, spoon-heart, hound heart pounding. There was nothing, just his flickering flashlight beam dancing on the trees. But then, in the corner of his eye, he saw it, a shape standing between the trunks, impossibly tall, thin, and perfectly still. He fumbled with his camera, whispering, There's someone out here." He raised the viewfinder to get a better look, and gasped. The figure was now closer, much closer. Panic took over. He ran. He didn't care which direction. He just ran. Branches clawed at his clothes. Thorns tore at his skin. The forest felt like it was closing in, a living, breathing labyrinth. No matter how far he ran or which way he turned, he always ended up back in the same clearing, the one with the carved tree. But something was different. At the very bottom, a new name had appeared. The cut's still fresh. His name, Liam. October 12th. He dropped the camera. The last thing it recorded was his terrified whisper. "It's right next to me." Then, a sudden, horrifying silence. A week later, some hikers found his gear abandoned just at the edge of the forest. The camera was still on, its battery almost dead. The final minute of the footage just shows the dark, motionless trees. But if you turn the volume all the way up, you can hear a faint voice humming. It's Liam's voice, singing a strange, old lullaby. A song he never knew. And if you dare to pause the video on its very last frame, you can just make it out. A figure, standing among the pines, impossibly tall, staring directly into the lens. A chilling whisper seems to ride on the wind from the recording. We never leave. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy diving into dark legends like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Stay safe out there.